Hey guys, Hannah here. Welcome to day 3 of the 12 Days of Scratchmas challenge, where I show you how to make a simple Christmas themed minigame every day for 12 days leading up to Christmas. For day 3 we're going to be making a simple Christmassy snap game called Merry Match. And this video is assuming that you have already completed parts 1 and 2, so we will be continuing in the same project, so make sure you've done both of those. It is linked down below if you haven't quite caught up with the series just yet, but if you have, let's dive right in. Okay, so in our game sprite 1, under the when I receive game start script, we're just going to duplicate everything in the if game is equal to 2 section. We're going to change the set variable 1 block from pick random to simply be none. And we're also going to set variable 2 to be none. But apart from that, we can keep it all the same, so we can just drag that into the if game is equal to 3 section, and that was really easy. So like yesterday, it just starts the game, gives you 3 seconds grace period, and then has a 20-second runtime for the actual game itself. But this time it just sets the 2 variables, which will be used to dictate which cards are flipped. But apart from that, let's go straight to the clone script, the clone defined script, if we scroll right down to that. And then what we need in here is to set this type to card. We're also going to switch costume to be card. We're going to set Y from the motion blocks. We're going to set Y to be 30. We also want to set this val to be 1. And then after that, we're going to drag in a repeat loop with it repeating 3 times. Again, from the motions, we're going to set X within this loop to be -84. Then we need another repeat loop with it repeating 4 times. Within this loop, we want to create clone of myself. We want to change this val by 1. And then we want to change X by 56. Then after the repeat loop, we're going to change Y by -76, which, as you see, will cause the cards to display. Then after the repeat 3 times loop, so the very end of this section, we want the reset custom block. Speaking of the reset custom block, let us find the defined script for that. And within this, we want to delete all of both game info 1 and game info 2. Quickly do that, just drag that in. Then we need a repeat loop with it repeating 2 times. And we're going to add 1 into game info 1. So repeat twice, add 1 to game info 1. Then we're going to duplicate this repeat loop, and then we're going to remove this. We're going to then add in an insert thing at 1 of game info 1. We need to insert 2 at, then we need a pick random block, like we used for the snowmen costumes in the first episode. We need another pick random block. We wanted to pick random, and then 1, 2, and then we need an addition operator. We needed it to be pick random 1 to length of game info 1 plus 1. We're going to duplicate this and insert 3 instead. We're going to do the same thing for 4, 5, and 6. So quickly so we need 5 of these blocks in total, all in there. And this will just shuffle the cards. And that's all we need for the reset script. So now we can go to the when I start as a clone script for this one. And this one's super simple. We just need an if else function into here. Then we need an OR operator and another one. We'll drag that into one side. So we need this to be if variable 1 is equal to this value, or variable 2 is equal to this val, or game info 2 contains this value. Then we are going to switch costume to join card, and then for the other side of the join operator, we want item this value of game info 1. Else we're going to switch costume to card. That's all we need for that. Now let's go down to the when this sprite is clicked script. So right off the bat we need an if function, with it being if game state is equal to 1. And then we're going to drag another if function into that with the condition. It's the same one that we used for the costume ones earlier, so we need 2 OR operators, where it's this val is equal to variable 1, this val is equal to variable 2, or if game info 2 contains this val. And then into that we need an if else function. The condition of this needs to be if variable 1 is equal to none. So we just set that. And in this case we're just going to set variable 1 to be this. Okay, and just need to check that this should actually be this entire condition should be in a not operator, sorry, so it should be not this value is equal to variable 1 or this value, so on. So it should always be not just those values. So then we're going to duplicate this if else function with the variable 1 is equal to none thing, and we're going to set it to be variable 2 is equal to none. In this case we will set this the variable 2 to be this val, and then we need to add an if else function into that. The condition of this, we need an equals operator, with it being if item variable 1 of game info 1 is equal to item variable 2 of game info 1. In this case we want to change score by 1. We want to add thing. So what we need to do is add variable 1 to game info 2, and we need to add variable 2 to game info 2, and then we need another if function, and we need the condition of this to be if length of game info 2 is equal to 12. We will wait 1 second, change score by 10, change countdown by 10, and then drag in the reset custom block. In the else portion we want to wait 1 second, then after this loop we want to set variable 1 and variable 2 to be none. And actually we can move this entire section, so the if variable 2 is equal to none, we can actually move this into an if loop instead of an if else loop. We don't actually need anything in the else function of that. We have a functioning match game. As you can see, it all works hunky-dory. And if you complete the board, it gives you some extra score, it increases your time and resets the board. So as you can see, the cards are all in different places now. So let's quickly just add in some sound effects. So under the when this sprite is clicked script, all we're going to do is add a page 1 sound into the if variable 1 is equal to none section, and in the if variable 2 is equal to none section, and in the if item variable 1 of game info 1 section we're just going to add start sound correct. That's all we need, and apart from that we are done. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed part 3 of the 12 days of Scratchmas challenge. Like and subscribe if you did, it lets me know that this is something you want to see more of. Join the Discord link down below, and I'll see you tomorrow with day 4 of the 12 days of Scratchmas. Bye!